In terms of the strategy for the use of digital video with students, was really to think about how the use of digital images can enhance learning across for a range of pedagogies and across a range of reasons. And it came out from giving lectures, giving standalone lectures, and having students follow up all the time with emails about the content of the lectures. Instead of a PowerPoint presentation, I decided to do a film using Kaltura and Camtasia, where I actually appeared in the presentation. So I taught through the presentation using body language, using pop-up information, and using the PowerPoint as the basis. I'm using green screen technology and have the PowerPoint in the background as well. So the students would have me in the video talking my way through the PowerPoint, pointing out the important bits, and also have the PowerPoint presentation available for them, so there would be a backup of information as well. And lo and behold, there were no requests from the students whatsoever for additional information after this, which I thought was strange. In fact, I thought it was so strange, I went into their next lecture and asked them, "Are you all right with this? Have you got all the information?" And they all said, "Yeah, we're fine." And it was like, "Are sure, all the important bits, because this, this is important, this is placement." And they said, "Yeah." And so I asked them a bit more about this, and they were saying, "Well, we could just play you back and we could see what was important, because it sounded important and it looked important, and you waved your arms around and you had pop-ups that said this is important, and we could play it back and again and make notes, and yeah, we got all the information we needed." The use of video in flipped learning and blended learning can be really powerful for students learning, because it takes account of the fact that students need time sometimes to make sense of the information you're giving them, and in lectures they are not always able to capture the information you're giving. So the benefits for me have been a hugely reduced workload at times in terms of responding to emails from students about what was in the presentation. The other benefits are that it's actually made me sit down and think, how do the students see this from their point of view? What are their key bits of information? And also, how can I get this across in a range of modalities? The great benefits from introducing it. It's made me really think about my own pedagogic practice. It's made me think about how I deliver information. It's made me think about how students engage with information. It's actually made me think about how we can develop things like massive open online courses, and so I went and investigated massive open online courses, how they use video and how they used assessments in the video, and that'll be the next step I'll be looking at, is about how can I embed formative assessment within the videos, and maybe even summative towards the end. So that's making me think about those practices as well in terms of assessment, formative assessment, summative assessment. One of my sort of favourite theories at the moment is Alan Pavio's dual coding theory, about how we use language and how we use imagery to get across information. And linked into that are things like Sweld's cognitive load. So how can I reduce the load on the students so that they can get the key information, so I can do this direct instruction leading on to other forms of experiential learning and the rest of it? How can I do this in a form that is not going to overload the students and give them that repetitive practice of thinking about it and building up information